Welcome all of you to the chemistry online classes as we are discussing about the discovery of the subatomic particles. In last class we have discussed about the subatomic particle, that is electron, how it is discovered. In today's class you need to know how they have discovered proton and one more subatomic particle, neutron. So already we know that in case of the discovery of electron, they have taken the discharge tube and they have taken the gas inside the discharge tube and they created the pressure, that is low pressure, and they have applied the high voltage. So when such arrangement is done, when the electricity is passed, during that time there is a stream of particles started moving from cathode to anode. So these rays which are moving from cathode to anode, those are called as cathode rays, which are negatively charged. So they termed them as electrons. Okay, and then while discovery of the proton, just the thing, they have take the same discharge tube, little modification they have done, and they have took here perforated cathode. It means the cathode consisting of the holes. Here they have created an anode and here they have introduced the cathode, and this is the modification of the discharge tube, that's it, nothing more else. And there is a fluorescent screen. About this I want to tell you. So when the electrons, not I am talking about the proton, I am talking about the electrons. So yesterday what we discussed, the rays are moving from cathode to anode. So what they did here, in the anode, backside they have made some holes in the anode, and backside they have made a tube where they have kept some fluorescent screen or phosphorescent screen. It means using that indicates what? The rays which are coming, which falls on that fluorescent screen, it starts to glow. The glowing indicates some rays are coming from the cathode. Okay, in order to cross check the cathode rays are coming or what, because this cannot be seen by the naked eyes. So what they made, the movement of the cathode rays in the anode, they kept they made some holes inside, and then behind that they kept some fluorescent or phosphorescent material like zinc sulfide, so that when these stream of particles fallen on anode, when they fallen on that fluorescent screen, it starts to glow. The glowing indicates some rays are coming, and those rays are the cathode rays which are negatively charged. Okay, that is about the discovery of the electron. And in today's class we want to discuss about the discovery of the proton. So little modification is done in the discharge tube. They have took the perforated cathode, and again the electrical discharge, when the electricity is passed, during that time certain rays are moving from anode to cathode, and these rays which are coming from the anode, those are said to be anode rays. Or else these are also said to be a canal rays, and these rays are positively charged. Okay, these rays are positively charged. And then if we consider the properties of the anode rays, these anode rays can also move in a straight line direction, and these anode rays are positively charged, and these anode rays depends upon the gas which is present inside. Okay, it depends, already the electrons will not going to depend on it, but here the protons are depending upon the nature of the gas which is present inside the discharge tube. So all these are the characteristics of the anode rays. So now we discussed about the two fundamental particles which are present in an atom, those are electron and proton, how those are discovered. Next, one more fundamental particle is present, that is a neutron. Okay, then neutron is discovered by the scientist James Chadwick, and what he did, he took a beryllium material thin sheet and he bombarded in the sense it is hitting of the alpha particle, that is helium nucleus. When he hitted the helium nucleus to the beryllium thin sheet, he got a particle, and this particle is not deflected by any electrical field, not deflected by any magnetic field. It is neutral. It is neutral. It does not carry any positive or negative charge. It is neutral. The charge on it is 0. It is a neutral particle. Okay, I hope so it is clear for you. Simple. ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಒಂದು ಬೆರಿಲಿಯಮ್ದ ಥಿನ್ ಶೀಟ್ ತಗೋತಾರ, ಆ ಥಿನ್ ಶೀಟಿಗೆ ಆಲ್ಫಾ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಹಿಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರ. ಹಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಬರುವಂತ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಏನಾಗಿರ್ತೈತಿ, ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಲ್ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ. ಆ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ನೇಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವ್ರಿ, ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಾನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನೇಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಒಂದು ಆಟಮ್ ಒಳಗ ಪ್ರೋಟಾನ್ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ, ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಾನ್ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ, ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ. ದೆರ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ 3 subatomic particles in an atom. See here, just brief review kodakatini. An atom consisting of the 3 subatoms. First of all, atom is the smallest particle that takes part in the chemical reaction, and the atom is composed by the 3 subatomic particles or 3 fundamental units or 3 fundamental basic particles. We can say those 3 are nothing but proton, neutron and electron. See here, proton is positively charged, which is indicated by P. Neutron is completely neutral, which is indicated by N, and the electron is negatively charged, which is indicated by E. Okay, and then how the electrons are discovered? By the proton and electron both are discovered by taking a discharge tube experiment. In the discharge tube they kept the, what we can say, electrodes like anode and cathode, and they took some gas and high voltage and low pressure they have maintained, and they passes the electricity. During that time, in one experiment, the rays are coming from cathode to anode. Those rays are called as cathode rays, which are negatively charged. And then in certain modification is done in the discharge tube. So what happens when the modification is done, during that time some rays are coming from anode to cathode. So these rays are called as anode rays. Those are also said to be the canal rays, and these are positively charged. Okay, and then how the discovery of neutron takes place? When the thin sheet of the beryllium is bombarded with the alpha particle, this is the alpha particle, helium nucleus. So there is a particle which is what we can say generated. That particle is not deflected by electrical field or not deflected by the any, what we can say, magnetic field. So it is completely neutral. So an atom consisting of the 3 subatomic particles, proton, neutron, electron. So how the structure of an atom will be? See here, now we understood these 3 are present. In any atom, the positively charged nucleus will be there. Okay, in any atom the positively charged nucleus will be there. This positively charged nucleus consisting of the proton and neutron. So as you know, why the nucleus got the positive charge? There inside the nucleus, proton and neutron is there. Proton is positively charged, neutron is electrically neutral. So what is the charge of the nucleus? It is positive. So any atom consisting of the positively charged nucleus. Why the term positively charged use ಮಾಡಕತ್ತೀವ್ರಿ? Because positive ಇರ್ತೈತಿ. ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಸ್ ಒಳಗಿರುವುದೇ 2 ಸಬ್ಅಟಾಮಿಕ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್, ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೋಟಾನು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಾನ್. ಪ್ರೋಟಾನ್ ಏನಾಗಿರ್ತೈತಿ ಯಾವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ಲಿ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ಡ್ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ, ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಾನ್ ಏನಾಗಿರ್ತೈತ್ರಿ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಲ್ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ. ಹಾಗಂದ್ರೆ ಹೋಲ್ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಸ್ಗೆ ಯಾವ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಬಂದಂಗಾಯ್ತು? ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಬಂದಂಗಾಯ್ತು. ಸೊ nucleus is positively charged nucleus, and this together also called as nucleons. ಇವೆರಡು ಸೇರಿಸಿ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ರಿವಾಲ್ವಿಂಗ್ ಅರೌಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಸರ್ಟೆನ್ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಆರ್ಬಿಟ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾವ್ರಿ, ಅದರ ಸುತ್ತ ಕೆಲವೊಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಆರ್ಬಿಟ್ಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಏನು ರಿವಾಲ್ವ್ ಆಗ್ತಿರ್ತಾವು. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಆಫ್ ಆ್ಯನ್ ಆಟಮ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಆಟಮ್, ದ ಪ್ರೋಟಾನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಾನ್ ಟುಗೆದರ್ constitute the nucleus. The nucleus consisting of the positively charged proton and the neutral particles neutrons. So the overall charge on the nucleus is said to be a positive charge, and the electrons are revolving around it in certain selected circular pathways. Those are called as electrons, which electrons are negatively charged. So this is how the three subatomic particles arranged in an atom. Many times they will ask you, name the three subatomic particles which are present in an atom, and name the scientist who discovered electron, name the scientist who discovered proton, name the scientist who discovered electron, neutron, all subatomic particles. Sometimes for 1 marks they are going to ask you. So okay, so this is how we can explain about the subatomic particles, how their discovery is done. Briefly I have given the basic idea. Okay, and next 2 more terms, it is very important, you need to know basically, and this discovery of subatomic particles, it is a deleted portion, even though while when we move ahead, the certain concepts are related to the basic concept that you need to know. So see here, first term is atomic number. Atomic number is nothing but number of protons. The atomic number is represented by Z. The atomic number is represented by the Z. So any element, suppose this is the element which can be represented like this. So here Z is the atomic number, A is the atomic mass number. So what is atomic number? Atomic number is nothing but either the number of protons or the number of electrons. So one thing I want to tell you, ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಆಟಮ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಪ್ರೋಟಾನ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಇರ್ತಾವೋ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಇರ್ತಾವೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಆಟಮ್ ಏನಿರ್ತೈತಿ ರೀ, ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕಲಿ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಲ್ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ. ಒಂದು ಆಟಮ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಇರೋದ 3 ಸಬ್ಅಟೋಮಿಕ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವಪ್ಪ, ಪ್ರೋಟಾನ್, ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಾನ್, ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್. ಸೊ ಅದ್ರೊಳಗೆ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಲ್ ಅಂತೂ ಅದು ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಲ್ಲೇ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ, ಅದು ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ರ್ ಆಗೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇನ್ನು ಯಾವ ಉಳಿದಪ್ಪ, ಪ್ರೋಟಾನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್. ಪ್ರೋಟಾನ್ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ, ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ. ಎರಡೂ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಒಂದು ಆಟಮ್ ಏನಿರ್ತೈತಿ ರೀ, ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಲ್ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ. ಸೊ ಐದರ್ ದ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರೋಟಾನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಗಿವ್ಸ್ ದ ಟರ್ಮ್ atomic number. What do you mean by atomic number? Atomic number represents the total number of the protons or electrons present in an atom. Okay, is this clear? Number of protons or number of electrons. Then atomic mass number. Atomic mass number is represented by the letter A. So what is atomic mass number? Atomic mass number is the sum of the proton and neutron which are present in the nucleus. So proton ಮತ್ತೆ neutron ಎರಡು ತರ sum ಏನಿರ್ತೈತಿ, ಅದು atomic mass number ಇರ್ತೈತಿ. Are you getting my point? See here, atomic number means represented by the Z. It indicates a number of protons or number of electrons, while the atomic mass number indicates the sum of proton and neutron. Okay, so then how to find out the number of neutron? See here, number of neutron is equal to what happens? This is the number of proton, so this is the mass number, A minus Z. If you consider, see here, atomic number means number of protons or number of electrons, and mass, atomic mass number means it is P plus N. It is P plus N. Now I need to find out number of the neutrons. So number of neutrons means it will be A minus Z. What is A? It is includes both P plus A. It includes both proton and neutron. So if you minus that, you are going to get the answer. So better, you want the clarity means here one problem is that. See here, an atom has 29 electron and 35 neutrons. An atom has 29 electron and 35 neutrons. Find the number of protons and mass number and atomic mass number. See here, number of number short form I have written like this, number of protons that I need to find out and mass number. Okay, so I need to find out the mass number. So what they have given? Number of electrons, that is 29. And one more thing, what they have given? Number of neutrons. What is the number of neutrons? Number of neutrons are 35. So you know that in any atom the number of proton and number of electrons are same. In any atom, number of protons equals to number of electrons. Therefore, number of proton number is equals to number of electron, means 29 protons are there. Then mass number. Mass number is equals to sum of the proton and neutron. How many protons are there? 29. And how many neutrons are there? 35. So if you calculate, what will be the mass number? It will be a 64. It will be a 64. See here, similarly they might ask you, by giving the mass number they can ask you the number of the neutrons. They are going to give you the number of protons. First they will give you number of protons and then they will give you mass number. Mass number, then they will going to ask you what is the number of neutrons present in such kind of the atom. So it is the problem that 29 electrons are there and 35 neutrons are there. The question is, you need to find out how many protons are there and what is the mass number. So always the number of electrons are equals to the number of protons. So both are 29. And what will be the mass number? Mass number is the sum of the proton and neutron. So already we calculated the number of proton, that is 29, and number of neutrons they have given. Number of neutrons they have given, that is 35. 29 plus 35, that will be a mass number around 64 is the mass number of an atom which they have given. So this is how we can able to find the number of what we can say proton and the mass number in this particular example. So this is the basic thing which you need to know, or else you cannot able to, while writing the electronic configuration, you need to know atomic number. What is the atomic number? Atomic number is nothing but number of electrons or number of the proton, and the mass number is nothing but the sum of the proton and neutron. So in order to find out the number of neutrons, you have to minus, that is atomic mass number minus the atomic number. So you are going to get the number of the neutrons. So this is how we can explain about the subatomic particles discovery and how these subatomic particles are arranged in an atom. So many scientists, they have discovered, they have made their postulates. So like while the experiment of the proton discovery or while the experiment of the neutron, many scientists, they have contributed their own ideas towards the subatomic particle discovery. So this is the basic idea regarding an atom. In our next class, we will discuss about some theories which are very important, that is Bohr's atomic theory we are going to discuss in our next class. Until that, note all the points which are written on the board and keep watching the video. Thank you.